Hi, library friends. Welcome to Overdue Conversations with the Library Ladies. I'm Lonnie Smith, WCPL's Outreach Manager.
And I'm Kylie Alumdar, WCPL Marketing and PR Manager.
This is your cozy corner for books, brews, and all the buzz from our favorite place to read, learn, and connect, the Williams County Public Library.
So grab your coffee, settle in, and join us for today's stories and events. And you know what's happening this week, Lonnie?
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
On Saturday.
I love Valentine's Day. Those red suckers that you get, Spangler's makes them, and the Dollar Tree has them as well. But either one, I don't care which one, but oh man, do I love those.
Yeah. I'm a big lover of some Ferrero Rocher chocolate.
Oh, you're a chocolate girl.
Only Ferrero Rocher. Or some dark chocolate. Those are my two.
We just need to take a moment and thank Spanglers for making our town smell like candy 90% of the year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's my favorite
especially
thing.
this week.
Yes. I love walking out my door and smelling the cherry because that one really carries.
Does it?
Yeah, I like it.
Nice. I love that. So for Valentine's Day, and actually on Valentine's Day, our Bryan Main Library is hosting a very special program for adult couples.
This program sounds so fun.
Yeah. So if you are looking for a date idea, this is a couples painting swap. So what it is you bring your partner to the library. You do need to register for this program, and you must be an adult. And then what you do is you each have a canvas. And I believe there's going to be some sort of a themed painting or whatever. And then halfway, you're going to paint, and then halfway through, you switch paintings.
And your partner finishes your painting. Yeah, I think this is such a novel idea. I've never heard of this before, so I think it's wonderful. If you're interested in signing up for this, please go to our website at mywcpl.org and look for the event under the Bryan Main Library tab.
Yes, and that is going to be Saturday, February 14th at 10:30 a.m. So a nice little morning date to get your Valentine's Day started.
Valentine's Day off on the right foot with a fun painting. Oh, I just think it's such a great idea. Well done, Brian. Excellent choice for the program. So the question on everybody's mind is, what are we drinking and what are we reading?
All right, so today I went with my Old Faithful. This is what I get whenever I'm not 100% sure what I want to order, and that is a dirty chai latte, which is a chai latte with at least one shot of espresso in it. And then, which is also perfect for Valentine's week, I get raspberry flavor.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is the espresso what makes it a dirty chai?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. The espresso, you could just get a regular dirty chai latte, and that would just mean that you're adding espresso. But the raspberry, the combination of the chai with the espresso, and then you add in that raspberry flavor, it's so good.
Yeah, it sounds
really
delicious.
Good. Yeah.
Mine is my usual red eye, so it's my black coffee with a shot of espresso in it. Just, a little pep in my step. Got lots to do.
So our Old Faithfuls.
It is the best way to start our mornings when you're not real sure. Yeah. Just fall back on something comfortable, like your favorite sweater.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so what are you reading right now?
Well, you know what? You guys know I have been in a reading slump, but I am happy to say I finished some books.
Yay!
I did. I finally finished some books. So I finished the Wings of Starlight, which was the Tinkerbell book.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. I gave it like a 4-star. I'd say it's like a 3.5 just because it's definitely geared for like a bit of a younger audience.
And you were reading that one to your daughter, right?
No, that one I just read.
You just read that one?
Yeah, I just read that one. So, but it was really good. But I would say it's for like young adults for sure.
Okay.
And then I went on to read when we had like the snowstorm. Because we were snowed in. One of my Libby holds came available, and it was, The Bear and the Nightingale, which was perfect because this book, it is basically like, it's historical fiction fantasy. Okay. But it's based off of Russian fairy tales.
Ooh.
And also ties in like when, kind of like when Catholicism came into Russia. So it's like the fairy tales, but then also mixed with like the differing ideas at that time.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's really, really interesting. And I thought, I gave it 5 stars. I read it in a day.
Oh, that is 5 stars.
Yeah, it was really good. The characters were fantastic. It's a 3-book series, so I will be continuing the series.
Okay.
But before I did, I also decided to read something. I was like, I need something just a little bit fun, lighthearted, and I went with Direbound.
Direbound.
Like dire wolves.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one, if you liked Fourth Wing, this book has a lot of similarities to Fourth Wing where maybe you would get annoyed, but I will say stick with it because there is enough plot differences that I read that one in a day too.
Are there dragons in this one?
No, they're dire wolves.
Oh, so for those of you who are like me, don't really care for dragons,
Yeah.
maybe this could be the one that we read.
Yes.
Okay.
And our main character's name is Stark for any Game of Thrones fans. So, well, not our main character, one of the characters. And it's really good. I will say it is for adults. It does have some spicy scenes in it. So, I liked it. It was fun. It
sounds good. It sounds interesting and different. I have been reading a couple of different books. I was reading Pinocchio. I put that on the shelf. That is a fever dream. If you have not visited that in a while, wow. So I put that up for a while. I just really wasn't into it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to read it, but not right now.
Yeah.
So I picked up Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. It was on my bookshelf. I maybe had read some of the stories, but I've never sat down and read the whole book.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've read about 10 of the 14 stories. There is one, however, and this is going to ruffle some feathers. This is my hot take.
Okay.
There's one in there that's a tie-in to his Dark Tower series, and I can't read it.
Oh, no.
Skipped it. I tried.
Did you find it?
Well, I don't get into that story. I can't get into it. I don't know why. It's his magnum opus. He himself has said so. It's his favorite, and I cannot do it. I'm sorry, Mr. King, can't do it. I tried. I've tried the Dark Tower graphic novels. I've tried Dark Tower, just the novels, and I couldn't even read the short story. I just don't care.
Now, I might have a theory as to why.
Okay.
It might be too fantasy.
That's what I think. It's too far sci-fi fantasy.
It's not romantasy, which is romantic.
Yeah, I can look
fantasy.
past. I can look past some fantasy for some romance.
Yeah, like Direbound is a romantasy, but I would say the Dark Tower series is purely fantasy. Yeah.
So I can't get into it. However, there have been many stories in this Everything's Eventual that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are just kind of spooky, kind of give you the creeps. Some of them are real gory.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are spooky. It's so good. They're all over the place. Each story kind of gives you a little bit of a different spook factor. And it's so fun to visit one of my favorite authors and just because he writes a little something to you before each story. So it feels like you're having a conversation with him.
Oh,
so
that's really cool.
It's nice. I like it. And it's always great to get something off your shelf that's been up there for a while.
Yeah. So the books that I went on to reading were two books that I've actually had on my shelf for at least 6 months. So I'm currently reading The Things Gods Break. I'm doing that one, the physical copy, and also an audiobook on Hoopla. I'm kind of doing them both at the same time. And then I'm reading The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig as well, which I've talked about before. Gothic, fantasy, very, very good. But I've had it on my shelf for a while. But this is the year.
Oh, there you go.
This is the year.
I am also listening to Akatar Book 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you doing the regular version or the dramatic version?
Regular. I've tried the dramatic audio, and it's okay, but it is definitely in an abridged version.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of skip over some stuff. It's not exactly like an audiobook, and I just wanted the audiobook.
And you're listening to that one on Hoopla?
Yeah, that one's on Hoopla.
Well, that brings us right to our Beyond the Stacks.
It does.
We're talking about Hoopla and Libby.
Yeah, so we have these two digital libraries that are free with your library card. I use Hoopla more, and Kylie uses Libby more, and we want to talk to you kind of a little bit about pluses and minuses of both.
Yeah, I use them both. For me, ebook specifically, I use for Libby because those can transfer to my Kindle.
That's really handy.
Yes, it is because I read a lot faster if I'm reading it on my Kindle. I mean, I could pull up and read it on my phone, but then like my eyes start hurting.
Sure.
And plus, your battery on your Kindle lasts way longer than your phone.
Oh,
Just saying. So that is one of the main reasons that I use
now
Libby
see, I
so
don't
much.
read ebooks at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it. I either do audiobooks or print.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do an audiobook, I do it on Hoopla
Yep.
because I track everything on my SEO app, and Hoopla
Yes.
translates to my SEO app. So that makes my life easier.
Yeah, that is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So for like the things Gods Break, I have the physical copy of that and I read it when I can, but the audiobook is on Hoopla. So if I'm like, just going about my day, then I can pull it up on Hoopla, which is super nice.
Sure.
And I would say Hoopla has a really big library of audiobooks, music, movies,
Yeah.
TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
So the library available on Hoopla is really, really nice.
It's very extensive. You can find a lot of things that sometimes aren't available maybe at our main, at our libraries, but they are available on Hoopla, and they are immediate borrows. You don't have to wait or anything. They will do that sometimes. They also do what's called binge passes, where you can get like an entire season or a whole run of a show for one borrow. Yeah. So instead of if a show has 7 seasons, that would be 7 borrows if you had to do each season. But this way, it's all for one. So, because you only get 28 checkouts a month on Hoopla.
And then with Libby, so the Bear and the Nightingale, I read that as it was one of my holds that came through on Libby. Now, the nice thing about Libby is if you're not ready for a book, you can suspend the hold. So I wasn't ready to read The Bear and the Nightingale for a little while. And then when the snowstorm came, it's the perfect time. I unsuspended my hold and I was able to get it very quickly.
Okay. So is it automatically available to you when you unsuspend?
It depends on the book and how many holds are on it. So if you do suspend the hold and there's a lot of holds on it, you may have to wait a couple of days. But it does bump you up pretty closer to the line, I would
Since
say.
you were already at that line. You're doing God's work by suspending your holds and letting somebody else read it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then another thing that I really like about Libby is their magazines that they offer.
Yeah. Libby does have a lot of magazines. If you like to read magazines like we do, that's a great way to do it. But I didn't know the trick. Kylie taught me something, so I'll let her tell you.
You can put a tag. You can put a tag on a specific magazine. So let's say you wanted to read the next edition of Vogue, right? And then this is something that you want to read every new edition. So you put this tag on it, and then it lets you know as soon as the new edition is available.
That is amazing. That is having our library help us for sure. So we have these digital catalogs, and they are very user-friendly, very simple to use. Each one kind of has its own pluses and minuses. Neither are very hard to use. You plug in your library card number, and I think for Libby, you need your PIN. And so that you can either get from calling the library if you don't know it, or you can look it up on our website at mywcpl.org. It's in your information. So that's one way to find it. And that's all you need to get started, to have free access to 2 full digital libraries of ebooks, audiobooks, music, magazines, movies.
TV shows. I mean, the list goes on.
If you're looking to save money this year, which I know we all are trying to save a little money, this is a great way to do that because you can put the Hoopla app on your TV if you have a smart TV. So you put the Hoopla app on there, and then you can watch movies on your TV.
Yep. It's
Simple.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. I feel like there's so many different uses, and I've told so many of my friends, I'm like, you need to get Hoopla, you need to get Libby. And then I showed them how to do it, and now they tell me how much they love it. Like my sister-in-law is hooked on Hoopla because she watches stuff on her TV now, and she uses it pretty regularly. So if you have not tapped into the service yet, I would say absolutely, it's worth it. And you can always come into the library if you do need help, and we're always happy to help.
We can help you get set up. It's very simple, very straightforward. So, please take advantage of that. That is why we offer it to you. We want you to have access to anything and all materials that we can possibly provide for you. So, books and movies and music and all of those things that bring us a little bit of joy are free for you.
And I will say, these services are available even when we're closed. So
Absolutely.
We did have like a snow day where we were closed. Maybe you needed a book. You can easily download one from Hoopla. Or get one from Libby, and it's right there for you.
Yeah, and speaking of downloading, if you have the book, if you borrow the book, and I know this is true in Hoopla, and I believe it is in Libby, you can download it to your device. So even if you're not on Wi-Fi, say you don't have Wi-Fi at your home, you can download that book when you're on Wi-Fi and then take it home and you have it.
Yep.
So that's huge.
No, it will go away once your hold has expired.
It will.
Yeah, but you do have it as long as your hold
And it tells you
current.
when you borrow it, how long you have it for, and when it's due back. And it just automatically returns for you. So no late fees, no overdue notices, nothing like that. Nothing that will charge you any money.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
That is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we get into our lightning round?
Yes.
Starting off, the Local History Center will facilitate its first Local History Center and Genealogy Chat on Monday, February 9th at 4 p.m. Chat with fellow history enthusiasts as we explore our community's past through stories, photos, and discussion. Please register.
Stryker Branch Library will offer Build a Winter Cuddle Buddy on Monday, February 9th at 6 p.m. Kids through 4th grade can build a winter stuffy to take home. Register to attend.
The Bryan Main Library will hold a special evening story time featuring Bartholomew and the Obelik on Tuesday, February 10th at 4 p.m. Listen to the classic Dr. Seuss tale and then roll up your sleeves to make your own oblect. Please register.
Eden Branch Library will pass out free Valentine treats on Friday, February 13th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for all ages.
Pioneer Branch Library will host candle making on Friday, February 13th. Stop in between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. to make your own unique candle.
Edgerton Branch Library will hold a Valentine's Day for kids on Friday, February 13th at 3 p.m. Make some cool Valentines, play games, decorate cookies, and watch Be My Valentine Charlie Brown. Register to attend.
West Unity Branch Library will have a family movie night on February 13th at 5:30. Enjoy a free dinner and watch the movie Sneaks. Register for the dinner. If you are intending to only watch the movie, you do not need to register. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Overdue Conversations. Stay tuned for the next one.